guys, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the first look using the Tartelette palette. I just got this in the mail and I couldn't wait to start using it, so I just thought that I'd jump into it and start off my review. And if you're new to my palette reviews, I usually do about 4 face of the days just so that you can get a feel for the kind of looks that you can create with a palette. And then at the end of the video, I kind of show you swatches and give you my overall thoughts on the palette. So I'm just going to quickly show you what the palette looks like because it's an all matte palette and today is an all matte eye. So here are all the shades that you get, and right off the bat they look boring. When I first got this palette and the first time that I looked at it initially online, I was like, oh, it's like a boring palette. But my mindset has definitely changed as I've used the palette. I think that you can create a really, good array of different eye looks. So I'm just going to show you exactly what I used on my eyes. I'm going to zoom in so that you can see the palette. And here are all the shades that I used. So I used this one as a crease color. I used this one all over the lid. Yeah, I used that one all over the lid. I used this one on my crease to darken things up and add a little bit more depth. This is on my inner corner. And then this one is my highlight shade underneath my brow bone. So I'm going to zoom in so that you can see. So here's the look. In case you're curious, I am using a liquid liner. This one's by Kat Von D and it is called Lightning Liner in Hex. It looks like that, and it's not my favorite, but I do really like that color. As you can see, it's like a purpley metallic shade, and I just thought it was a little bit more subtle than black liner, but it still gave me the definition that I wanted. And on my lips, I'm using one of the new Rimmel Provocalips 16-hour lip Kiss Proof lip color in Skinny Dipping with a little bit of Milani Nude liner, and that's what's on my lips. And on my cheeks, in case you're curious, I have on Wet n Wild Fergie, what is this called? Brush with Destiny, which is a really pale peachy shade like that. So I started off the look not thinking that it was going to be that smoky, but it ended up morphing into a smoky look. So let me just show you what I used. So I started off the look with this shade called Force of Nature all over the lid. All over my crease. That's my transitional shade. Then all over my lid I have Power Play, which is a taupe. And it actually looks a little bit more brown when you put it on your eyes. And then to deepen everything up, I used Bombshell, which is a plum color. Really, really pretty. And then on the inner corner and underneath my brow bone, I used Free Spirit, which is like this creamy matte shade. And my neighbors are playing bachata full blast upstairs, and I'm so sorry guys if you can hear them. So let me go ahead and zoom in so that you can see the look. So on my cheeks, I'm wearing CoverGirl's Cheekers in True Plum. It is like that. I'm also wearing this lip liner from Makeup Forever. It is in the shade 3C all over my lips, and then I filled it in also with this lipstick from Milani, the new lipstick in Matte Naked. And I added a little bit of gloss, which is kind of weird because I used a matte lipstick, but I just wanted to add a little bit of something, and this is just the Smashbox lip gloss in Pout. I just wanted to do something really neutral, very subtle. I didn't want to go too heavy on the eyes because I think I've been doing a lot of more darker looks, or not darker looks, but more smoky looks, and I just wanted to show you how you can do just a really natural looking eye and then pair that with a bold lip. So yeah, so for today's look I just used Free Spirit, which is this cream colored right there, and that is all over the lid, kind of as like a base all the way up to my brow bone. Then I wanted a little bit of a gray, so I took Power Player, and that is on the second half of my eye. And then, what did I take? Then I took Natural Beauty in the crease, which is like a mauvey taupe. Sort of like a dusty mauve, and that is in my crease. And then I just added a gold liner just to add a little bit of something to the look. I used NYX Glam Liner Aqualux in 24 karat, which is just a gold eyeliner. For cheeks, I have on Milani Fantastico Mauve, which is like that. Let me just show you. Whoops. It looks like that. It's a really pretty purpley, shimmery color. Also in the inner corner, in the inner waterline, I used L'Oreal's Silkissime Gold Liner. On my lips, I used Night Moth Lip Liner by MAC, which you've seen a million times. Looks like that. I actually have to sharpen mine. On my lips, I have one of the Rimmel, what is this, Provoque lips in Kiss Fatale, which is like a berry, and this has been on literally all day. I have not touched up, and it's still going strong for like, I don't even know how many hours already. Yeah, that is today's look. I'll zoom in so that you can see. Today's look, I decided to go with a cut crease, and it's probably one of my least favorite looks on me, I have to be honest, but I really wanted to play around with this palette, and I saw the Jaclyn Hill tutorial and I had to try it, so don't judge me if this looks crazy. But this is what I came up with, and I'll show you the colors that I used. As a transition shade, I used Natural Beauty, which is this color right here. It's very interesting. It's probably one of my favorite colors just because it pulls a little purple, it pulls a little brown, it pulls a little taupe. Kind of reminds me of Quarry by MAC. So that's as my transition shade. All over my lid I put Caregiver, which is like a milky pink, milky white pink, yeah. And that is all over my lid. And then I started to cut my crease with Best Friend, and I took that with an angled brush like so. This is a Sedona Lace EB23, and I just started to like trace my crease with my eyes open. And then I took this little pencil. This is a E30 by Sigma. I traced Bombshell. I took a little bit of Bombshell, which is that dark deep plum, and I just started to kind of blend that out. And then I took a little bit of Force of Nature with this wispy brush called an E36, and you guys always ask me about this brush, and it's just a really unique brush because it blends out color very, very precisely. So that is what I did. It's not one of my favorite looks on me, and this is probably like my least confident look I've ever done. But anyways, let me just get closer so that you can see what I did. So for liquid liner, I used a clay paint liner from Tarte. I used the Tartiste eyeliner, and I just really, really love that eyeliner. On my lips, I'm wearing, I'll tell you right now, Whirl by MAC, which is a lip pencil. And I applied a little bit of MAC Snob. What is wrong with this camera? Oh, there you go. This is MAC Snob and a little bit of Whirl, just to define my lips a little bit because Snob is really, really pale. On my cheeks, I did a little bit of Mata Hari by NARS, which is just a matte blush. So now let's just talk about the palette as a whole. After seeing some of the looks that I've came up with, let's just talk about the palette. Okay, so the palette comes like that. It is a smaller compact, which I really like. Here's the box, which I've kept, and it looks just like the palette. Now, mine came with a brush because I bought it directly from QVC. They had some special, and it came with like a blending brush and a brush to pack on color. I actually really like the brush, but I know that a lot of you, I know that this is only relevant to QVC, so most of you won't get it with the brush, but if you get it from QVC, you can't get it with a brush. I thought I'd just mention that. So anyway, the palette is reflective. It's very gold, which, I mean, it's pretty, but it does get a little dirty and you can see it very fast. The same thing with the inside. It is gold and it's very reflective. It does come with a mirror, which I really like, and it is a mirror that you can, you know, just hold and just do your eye makeup with, which I really like as well. Now, as you can see, I've used the crap out of this palette so far, and my opinion of the shadows are that they're very pigmented, don't kick up a lot of product. So if you used shadows from, say, Lorac, you know that their shadows are really soft, and when you dip your brush into them, a lot of product gets loose. So that's not the case with these shadows. They're kind of more on the drier side, so that means that you're gonna need to really blend these out so that they don't just get stuck in one place and look weird. You really have to have your blending skills on point with this, because I don't know, I felt like you really needed to blend. So yeah, so that might be something that some of you might want to consider if you just don't like to blend. This is probably not the palette for you, because you will definitely need to blend these suckers out in order for them to look really nice. Some of them kind of look similar. Like, I have to say, these two shades for me look very similar, swatched and applied. Like, I'll show you. You see there's a slight difference there, but you know, I think that they still look really similar. I'll just finish swatching that row. That is Multitasker, Dreamer, Force of Nature, and Free Spirit. We have Bombshell, Best Friend, Natural Beauty, and what is this one called? Caregiver. And I love this row. It's really pretty. This one's Fashionista, Power Player, Wanderer, which I love, and Supermom. And these are just your good neutrals. So those are my thoughts with the Tartelette palette from Tarte. I think that I really have enjoyed using this palette, just because I've created very sultry but dark looks, but then you can just go really neutral and it just looks really natural. So you can definitely go from very neutral to very dark and smoky and just really pretty shades. I will say that they are kind of hard to blend. I don't know if anybody's ever mentioned that while reviewing this palette, but I found them a little bit dry and I really had to take my time in blending the shades out. If not, like, I could definitely tell that I didn't take my time. I mean, I noticed. I don't know if anybody else noticed, but I'd be like, whoa, I don't know about that. But other than that, it's a really great addition to if you have like an all satin palette, or if you have a lot of different eyeshadows that are satiny, glittery, that kind of thing. This is a really great addition to that, because you can just brings a lot of transitional shades, dark shades, light shades to like add to your brow bone. Really pretty. So I have enjoyed the palette. I think that it's a really great addition to everything that I already own, and I don't feel bad in buying it. I don't feel like it's just like another palette just to have in my drawer and sit there. I feel like I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of it. The reason that I do these kind of videos is because I like to see more than one look when judging if I'm going to buy a palette or not, because I've bought palettes before in the past where I only like one look, like the Naked 3. I only like one specific look with that palette, and then every time I do another look using the palette, I just really hate how it looks. So anyway, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. You can follow me on all of my social media, which is always listed down below. I'd love to talk to you guys other than YouTube, so go ahead and click the links down below and follow me. And yeah, I hope that you're having a great day, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!